So I'm over looking for some answers, yeah, because we've been trying to get this Ducati V2 Streetfighter plated for almost 6 months now in Tenerife, and they're telling us that a European Ducati motorcycle cannot be plated now because it's been to England. Absolutely ridiculous, and we know that that's ridiculous. So we've been to the dealers in Tenerife, we've spoken to engineers in Tenerife, none of them can help us. It makes me think, is this something to do with Tenerife not reading the articles properly, or is this something to do with Spain? I don't know, but we're after a certificate of regularities, which is apparently a piece of paper that is saying that this bike is legal for European roads. We know it's legal for European roads because it's come from the Ducati factory. But what we don't know is where to get this piece of paper from, and does it even exist? Well, I've come to the great city of Barcelona to get some answers. And we're going to go over to the biggest Ducati dealer that I can find in Barcelona. And if we don't get any answers here, then I'm going to go to Bologna, to the Ducati factory, to find out what's going on. Nobody in this shop, which is a huge Ducati dealer, nobody here knows anything about a certificate of regularities. You need the COC, you need your paperwork, and that's all you need to make the plate. So where do we go now? I'll tell you where we go now. We go straight to the heart of it. We're going to go to Bologna.
Barcelona Estació de França, via 14, Regional Express,
so with no real
idea
from Ducati,
Barcelona Estació
no
de
better off.
França,
All they say is the same as what every other Ducati dealer says, which is there is no such document. So we're searching for a document that doesn't exist, and no other Ducati dealer knows about it, and they're a European, probably one of the biggest European bike manufacturers. So we're actually going to go now to Bologna, because we ain't never going to give up until we get to the bottom of it. So we're here in Barcelona Saints train station, and a big station this is. Very, very busy, and in the middle of a heat wave as well. So 37 degrees outside at the minute, and they're expected to get hotter. But we're going to have to take the train from here up into Lyon, into France. We're going to stay in Lyon overnight, train the next day, then we're going to head down into Bologna via Turin, and then we're going to go and head a couple of places. First of all, I'm going to go and see my mate at the 𝗥𝗶𝗱𝗲𝗿 speed shop. Been waiting to see that, check it off the bucket list for a long time. And importantly then, we're going to head to the Ducati dealers, manufacturers, factory, whichever you want to call it, and we're going to ask them, we're going to get it from the horse's mouth, what exactly is Spain looking for to matriculate this bike? Because so far, nobody knows. So I'm now in Narbonne in France, en route to Italy. Everything's going well so far, but this is incredible heat. This is about 37, 38 degrees. So we're in this heat wave that's just sweeping across the continent at the moment, and well, it is very, very hot indeed. But just crossed over the border into France, all very easy. These trains are great and nice and quick. 238 kilometers an hour we was doing on that one, Joe. Absolutely incredible. So hopefully by the end of this trip we'll be doing that on a Ducati. We'll see. Oh, I'm just gonna see if I can find the carriage close enough to the bar. See you in a bit. So here we are on our sort of halfway there to Bologna, but big problems with the heat. So we talked about the heat yesterday, and today we have around 37 degrees again to look forward to, but major problems with the trains. So I'm now currently stuck in Lyon, and we're trying to sort new trains out because our main train has been cancelled, and now we're trying to get new trains. We've managed to find something, but that's also delayed as well, which means our connections into Bologna are going to change again. So this is all the fun of travelling in this heat on this island they call Europe. But we won't surrender. We'll keep on fighting, and we will get to the Ducati factory one day or another. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out and get a train from somewhere to get us to the right place for our connection. Looks like we may have to go Zurich, which is going to take us up through Switzerland. But now I've just been told that that is delayed as well. That's not even coming up now. That's not even coming up, so I'm stuck in the middle of Lyon. The difference being as well is when you've got just yourself, you can kind of make things work, but things start getting very expensive and very difficult when you're travelling with family. I've got Jackson with me as well. He's 10. You know, you can't just jump about anymore and try and make things work in a different way, which is what I'm used to doing if I'm doing trains and stuff. But two wheels, should have come on the boy. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to try and make it work somehow, and see what we can get fixed up with. So what we can find out so far really seems to be that the tracks buckle with the heat at this station. So now everything is delayed again. And the problem seems to be just with everything that's coming out of this station. So we've had to pay another €700 to fix the tickets up to take us into Zurich, out of Zurich, but now that's took us to a point where they're just delaying everything again, so the work isn't finished as they thought it would be. But we've only got 18 minutes to get onto the next train once we get to Zurich, and now they've cut us by 20 minutes, so we ain't got no time to get on it, and we've just paid £700 for tickets. Hopefully things are going to start getting better. So due to all of the delays, changes, we're now in Zurich in Switzerland. Sometimes I think they're good ideas. Sometimes I think maybe we could have done it a different way. But it's too late. We're here. No one's moaning. Jax is here. Nat's here, the wife. And it's a shame, actually, we can't just get out of the station because it looks really pretty out there. But we just haven't got time. We've only got 20 minutes now. We've got to get onto the next train. So we're grabbing a quick beer. And then we're on to the next train, and then we're heading into Milan. It's going to be another 4 hours. We should have been in Milan by now. We should have been in Bologna by now if we'd have caught that same route that we was going to go on. But this is what happens when the world gets hotter. So we'll see how it all pans out. But Zurich, well, 20 minutes, then we're off. Right, we need... Milan. You see Milan? So Bologna, or Bologna, as they say here. What a wonderful, interesting place, full of food and characters. And when you first come, you kind of look around and think, what's going on here? It takes a bit of getting used to, but once you settle down into it, it's a beautiful place. Full of old buildings, full of full of life, but not till about 4 o'clock. But Europe at the moment has got a serious problem with graffiti, and I noticed this all through the towns, whether we was in Switzerland, whether we was in France, Spain, everywhere has this kind of plague of graffiti everywhere, and it's a shame because it makes places look so bad, makes places look so untidy. And here's the same. The actual place that we're staying in Bologna is surrounded by walls covered in graffiti, and first of all you look and you think, oh God, where the heck are we? But then you find out actually you're in the centre and it's not so bad after all. But everywhere you go here, there's a mixture of old, really old stuff, and then stuff that's been renovated, stuff that's been here for hundreds, if not thousands of years, I suppose. One of the things that I liked yesterday, there's a big square, and they've got a big open-air theatre because it's so hot, and people can be outside and enjoy, and of an evening, the place comes alive. So, we've had some great food. Now, we're off to Ducati. And we're going to get to the bottom, hopefully, of this paper that the Spanish are calling the Acts of Regularities. We don't actually believe it's an act at all. We believe it's something that's been agreed in the Parliament in Europe, and something that vehicles must conform to, which is why you have a certificate of conformity, which we've got. But we'll see what Ducati have to say. So onwards and upwards.